I'm going to talk about this topic one last time, and if I don't get a response, I'm going to drop it and move on. DitterBitter, you are a pussy. I challenge you to an amateur boxing match at the Creator Clash 2, which I have tagged you about in Twitter about 2 weeks ago. You're happy to talk shit in front of your friends when they're egging you on and defending you, but when it comes to me calling you out, you hide away like a little bitch. Now, with you being 5'4" and myself being a 6'8" freak of nature, I can understand why you're a little scared. So I'm happy for your friend Escape to step in and take your place. I'm happy to box him. He'll probably knock 7 colors of shit out of me, but it will be good fun. It'll be good for the sport, and I can guarantee you he isn't as much of a coward as you are. So, DitterBitter, the offer is there. Accept it, or forever be known as a bitch. And then Escape, if you want to step up, I think it'll be good fun. It'll be hilarious. So that's all I'm going to speak on that subject. I'm not going to talk about it again. If I don't get a response, I remain undefeated. Before I dive into the old school news today, I have to ask you guys one quick question which you can answer in the comment section below. I'm curious, what is the most valuable drop that you've received in old school RuneScape since its release? Also, RWA, Riggers of Attitude merch is available in the merch store down below. Make sure you buy one. These jumpers are fucking sick. I didn't have old school RuneScape news last week because I moved house. The sound in this room is probably a bit more echoey. I might seem a little bit more louder and extravagant because I'm in my own place. I don't have to worry about people being on the other side of the wall. So excuse me while I get into my fucking comfort zone and entertain the shit out of you guys on this week's RuneNews, starting with Unranked Group Ironman. For the people who don't have prestige, for people who want quick, easy access to hop between groups and just have a lot of fun with their friends, start new groups, merge 2 groups together, this shit's for you. You will not be on the group Ironman leaderboards. I believe you will be on the normal the normal high scores, sorry. But that doesn't fucking matter. There's no trade limit. There's no KC limit requirements or anything. You can just fucking join a group unranked and book it with the boys, which is huge for expanding the group Ironman experience for players who just want to have a bit of fun within Ironman, I guess, content for each other. I think you can also convert normal Ironman accounts to unranked group Ironman accounts too. I'm staying ranked with the boys, we're staying prestige, and we're going to fucking send it. Which brings me on to the next piece of news, I'm pretty sure. Oh, no, not yet, hold on. Before that, there's the tradable untradables. So there was an idea at the start of Group Ironman's release where Group Ironman members could trade things like damaged barrows gear, crystal armor, the bow of Farden Hugen, Schmugadugadugan, the salad blade, things like that would not normally be tradable between each other. That would be amazing. That would save me a fuck ton of time and a fuck ton of effort for the group. However, that does fuck with the rest of the game. It does ruin the experience of maybe someone who shouldn't really have a bofa so early in the game and they're now just smashing through content on an Ironman. And it will also fuck with the Grand Exchange because you can't change items in the game specific to just like Ironman or Group Ironman in that way, if that makes sense. If you don't understand it, that's fine. Just nod your head and say yip, 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 yip. At the moment, it can't happen, which is unfortunate, but just means we got to grind a little bit harder as Group Ironman. As for the Group Ironman high scores, they're actually fixing the system now, I believe, so you will be able to determine. Basically, if you're not prestiged and you're unranked, which I think is technically the same thing now, if I read that correctly, I could be wrong. You will not be on the Group Ironman high scores, which means our numbers might actually go up. It's going to actually make a bit more competition for those who want to stay prestige and ranked. What else is there? The separate icon for the Ultimate Group Ironman. Now, I think that's a bit backwards. I think Ultimate Group, sorry, not Ultimate, dickhead, Unranked Group Ironman, they should stay with the normal rank, the normal little fucking Ironman head with the blue stripe, or the red if you're hardcore. And for prestige groups, it should be a golden helmet because you have a golden star with the blue or red stripe. So Jagex, I know you're watching this. Maybe consider that because that'd be fucking sick. And I guess that's a hell of a lot easier than picking a whole new color for someone who is unranked. Also down the bottom here it says converting Ironman to unranked Group Ironman is not available yet, but they are open to it and they're going to implement it in the future. So for those who are Ironman and you want to become a Group Ironman eventually, excuse me, that might be available soon. I don't think it'll wipe your account or anything either, so that'd be pretty cool for a bunch of guys who want to merge their own Iron Man together even. Now this is where I am going to get my dick hard for a second. This whole table, this is called the Boss Bash. You've probably heard about it. It's group Iron Man related. I know that's mostly what this episode is about. Basically, everything on this leaderboard here will give you raffle tickets if you kill it as a group Iron Man. It's all bossing, but there's no things like Zora, Vorkar, any Slayer bosses. They're not on the list. And basically, the more tickets you have within the 2-week period starting today, the more likely you are to win a prize. And the prize will be, I think there's 10 winners, where each member in that group will receive 1 year of membership, but one of the winners will receive lifetime membership for each member in that group. So you can expect a shitload of bossing from this table from me over the next 2 weeks, especially Chambers of Zarek, Theater of Blood, God Wars, and Corporeal Beast. I'm going to be absolutely fucking sending it when and where I can, provided I'm not... Well, basically on stream, we're going to be doing a fuckload of bossing, because I would really love to see how much I can get done in 2 weeks at the very least. And if I can win that unlimited membership, oh boy. Holy shit, that desk is not stable. The Guardians of the Rift has had some love this week. Now, what's happening is, I believe they've extended they've actually expanded the player capacity to 200 people, and you now have the ability to lock a room so that you can't have random people join your team, provided it is not a Guardians of the Rift world. Now, there's also, when the boss is like finished, when he's at 100% health, it doesn't completely end the game. If that makes sense, it still counts as a victory and you can't lose, but it does give you time to hand in your remaining stones, because there's nothing worse than running to the boss and then the game fucking finishes and you're like, well, there goes like fucking 600 XP and fucking 3 reward points. So now you can send that. Guardians can also be made a lot quicker, and you can have more than one being made per stack as well. So there's some good improvements there to make the minigame even more enjoyable, less of a pain in the ass where it did have its flaws, and it's honestly becoming, if not one of the best fucking minigames to date in Old School RuneScape. It's very impressive. And finally, for Old School RuneScape news, typically we have the other changes section, which is full of shit no one gives a fuck about. So we're going to move on. I'm going to steal 5 to 10 seconds of your time to let you know about how good of a game RuneScape 3 is. Spoiler alert, it's dog shit. And then we're going to move on to the Grand Exchange segment with your boy Wade Green. Last time I did RuneNews, I did the RuneScape 3 segment, and I said RuneNews was dog shit. My mistake. You don't have to call me out of my fucking flaws, because you're not perfect either, cunt. You know what else isn't perfect? RuneScape 3. Reason being, it's fucking dog shit. Oi, oi. The fuck we got here, eh? Look what I found. Fit for a fucking king. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Wade Green, and welcome to the Grand Exchange segment for RuneNews. This week's biggest rise, for whatever fucking reason, is the Elder Maul. Can't explain to you why, because, I mean, that's a fucking price hike and a half. There's probably a bit of real-world trading going on there, but, I mean, that's nothing but good news for people getting purples and cocks. You missed the T-boats, alright? You're up an extra $1.5 million than you were the other day, so, if anyone knows why this might be the case, please let me know. Step forward and say, yep, my bad, I was real-world trading. But other than that, fuck me. Elder Mauls are up, dump them while you can, boys. Now, one of the biggest losses this week is the soaked page. Unsure as to why, considering you only need one, you stick it in your book and you go bursting. I can't imagine a reason or any scenario in this game where you would unironically use page counts within your book, your Tome of Water, whatever the fuck it's called. So if anyone's able to fill me in with the information there so I know why you would actually use water spells for damage. No, when you're enchanting sapphire jewelry, it actually uses charges. I take that back. Well, now it's fucking cheaper than ever to make recoil rings. Fun fact. As for the most traded item this week, of course, it's going to be Zora scales. They're always up there, but the main reason I bring this up is because there's a video coming out very soon from your boy to show you a decent little money-making trick that I've discovered that involves something to do with Zora scales. I know it's not, oh, it's just flipping Zora scales. Oh, it's just making sure the price is high and then selling low, buying high. No, you have no fucking clue, because I'm a genius at this game. I've got a mastermind when it comes to figuring out strategies and new ideas to make money and content in this game. And trust me, it hasn't been done before, because I just fucking invented it. So you sit down, you shut the fuck up, and you wait for the video to come out whenever I can be fucked to get it done. Now for the mole slippers. This is really interesting because we didn't have RuneNews last week, and I couldn't plug the mole slipper idea to you today. But you know what's funny? The price is fucking up. Mole slippers has never been this fucking high. Yeah, okay, it's dropped over the past few days because I haven't been fucking here. I've been moving house. But for those who are unaware, mole slippers are going up in value. 560k they were sitting at one point. The pyramid is already in the fucking process. I just obviously don't want it to go fucking down. Point being, mole slippers will be going over 1 mil. Buy your mole slippers today. It doesn't matter. Or if you buy them for 490k today, and then you see them 600k next week, and you panic sell them, you're a dickhead. I'm gonna find out where you live, and I'm gonna kick you in the fucking teeth. For everyone else, hold on, because they will go to 1 mil. So if you want to make the most profit possible, buy them now while they're not 800k. Because once you start making only 200k profit per slippers, you're kind of running short. Mole slippers will be 1 mil. Tell your friends about it. Get them to buy mole slippers, because then your mole slippers become more valuable. It's a perfect pyramid scheme. If they're not convinced, send them to this video, this link, this timestamp. Let them know mole slippers are going up, and I'm fucking taking you cunts with me. I've got 350 pairs already on my main account. Maybe it's 310, somewhere around that field. I'm making bank, and I want you boys with it. That's a big boy. Finally, we have the RuneScape girlfriend. Again, peaking in price at 20k. What do you know? Turns out the Thoughtlock series Snowflake account that has been released on this channel, I highly recommend you check it out. Episode 2 just dropped the other day, is doing wonders for the RuneScape community. All of a sudden, all the boys want to get themselves a girlfriend, and all the girls want to be the girlfriends. But look, at the end of the day, the main rule that I like to follow to keep myself consistent as the best in old school RuneScape is that a simple fact that everyone either wants to be me or be in me. That is why they call me the fucking king. Invest in your girlfriends today. My name is Wade Green, and I approve this message. Now fuck off. Our first Iron Man moment for this week comes with Percset completing the thermonuclear smoke devil log in under 600 kc. Fucking beauty. I would be more than fucking cheesed with that. That's one dog shit boss out of the fucking way. Now you just stick your cannon in the cave, kill every little cunt, or just block the task completely. Pretty fucking big for the account. Followed up by Herb Squeedo, who got PK'd and then went back to whatever he was fucking killing and got a dragon pickaxe drop immediately after. So just to, for those who are unaware, in the wilderness, getting PK'd does increase your RNG drastically. So make sure when you die, go straight back to where you were killed, get a KC, and you're guaranteed to get a dragon pickaxe. It's proven. Right here. And finally, I can't remember which cunt this was. I think his name was Ryan, some dickhead. Killed the corruptive Hunleth. I mean, this isn't a moment. I just think it's funny that the cunt died at the same time, which means it doesn't count as a KC. I hope you're a hardcore man, but I know you're not because you're that garbage. But I just wanted to share the fact that, yeah, some idiot died like this, so how fucking embarrassing. That, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be it this week for RuneNews. My name is Ryan, and I appreciate you stopping by. I'll see you again next week. Most importantly, look after yourselves, come to the live streams, and finally, fuck off. This is the easiest room in the raid. It's quite simple. You got a big boy. Look at him, goddamn. Fuck me, look at that boy. It's huge.